Hello everyone, welcome to Unified Council. Today we are going to discuss rest of the questions for your Unified International English Olympiad exam. So the very first question is of cloze test. Okay, as you can see on the screen, this is a cloze test. Now cloze test is what? It is a small paragraph with some blanks in it. You see a paragraph is given over here and there are some blanks in it which are numbered 20, 21, 22 till 25. And against each number, you see there are 4 options given. What do you have to do? You have to pick the right option for each of the blanks. Okay, so let's start reading the paragraph and try to find the correct answers for all the blanks. A person who is good blank telling stories always remains to be a popular person. A person who is good at. Okay, you are good at something. Okay, this is the right phrase to use. Good at something. Not by something, in something, or for something. It is good at. So a person who is good at telling stories always remains to be a popular person. The art blank good storytelling deals. So see, we are talking about what? We are talking about an art here. Art of what? Art of, right? So art of good storytelling. The art of good storytelling deals with this word deal. We use either preposition with or in. Okay, deal with is used whenever you are trying to, you can say you are trying to deal with the situation. You are trying to figure out how to do certain things. Okay, that is dealing with. And deal in. You deal in goods or services. For example, Ram deals in electricals. So deal in is used for goods or services. And deal with is when you are trying to solve a situation. Okay, deal with the situation, how to figure out the things, how to, get out of a certain situation. So that is dealing with. Okay, so I can say the art of good storytelling deals with, because we are not talking about any goods or services here. So definitely deals with. This art deals with describing the story in a which manner? You have to place an adjective here to qualify this noun manner. So gluing, glue, what does a glue do? Glue basically joins things together, right? So definitely not gluing. Significant is something of value, something important. Elaborate means to talk about something or to explain something in detail. Right option will be gripping. Grip means to hold. Okay, so you should describe a story in such a way that it is gripping, means it holds the listener's attention. That would keep the listener so engrossed. Okay, engrossed means getting involved in something, getting actively involved in something. So your art of telling stories, it should be like this. It should be very, very gripping, that it keeps the listeners engrossed, that he or she would forget the world around. Now see, first one is he. The pronoun which we wrote first is he. For he, we can write him. And then we have she. So for she, we can write her. So definitely option A. That would keep the listener so engrossed that he or she would forget the world around him or her. Understood? So this was a cloze test. Now let's move to next type of question, which is select option that is an odd one. Eagle, hawk, ostrich, or crow. Which one is odd? So see, if I talk about eagle, hawk, crow. Firstly, all of these are names of birds, right? Now, what's the difference? There should be something different now in one of these options, because that is supposed to be an odd one out of these. So eagle, hawk, and crow are such birds which fly. But ostrich is a bird In fact, the only word among these four which cannot fly. Okay. So that's why the odd option will be ostrich. Okay, in this question, you have to select that option which will complete this idiom. This is an idiom basically. Blank with kid gloves or blank something with kid gloves. So it is actually handle or treat. Okay, now what does it mean? When you handle something or when you treat something with kid gloves, that means you are doing that thing very, very carefully. Okay, or you are treating that person in a very good way. You are kind of respecting them. You are treating them in a very good, pleasant way. Okay, so to handle with kid gloves means to do something carefully or to treat someone in a good way. To do something carefully. So it will be option B, handle, or treat could also be the answer if given options. Now the next one is from voice. You have to basically change. Okay, you have to basically change the voice from active to passive or vice versa. Firstly, you have to see the sentence given is in active or in passive voice. Then you have to change its voice. So firstly, the students bring. It is an active voice. Okay, now you are supposed to change it into passive voice. So if I talk about the tense, the verb is first form. Okay, so it is definitely simple present tense. And to make passive voice of simple present tense, you write is, am, or are depending on the subject of the passive voice along with third form of the verb. Okay, in passive voice, you will always and always find third form of the verb, past participle form of the verb. This option can be eliminated. In these two, past participle form is given. This can also be eliminated. Now see, the object of active voice becomes subject in passive voice. So this is the right option. The costumes are brought by the students themselves. Option C. Okay, again, question from voice. The money for the new school is being donated. Being donated. Past participle form is given along with the be form of verb, which is the identification of passive voice. So this time passive voice is given and you have to convert it into active voice. Now, ismr plus being plus V3. It is in passive voice. Now you have to see which tense forms passive like this. So it is present continuous tense. Okay. In active voice, it should be present continuous tense, of which the passive becomes like this. Ismr, being, and V3. Now see, the money for the new school is being donated by a philanthropist. So definitely this should be the subject of active voice. All of these options has this as a subject only. All right, no worries. Now we'll check the tense. We have to pick the present continuous one. Was donating. Past continuous. Ruled out. Has donated. Present perfect. Ruled out. Donates. Simple present. Ruled out. Only option we are left with is option D, and that is our correct answer. A philanthropist is donating. You see, present continuous, donating what? Donating the money for the new school. So option D is the right pick. Okay, now we have a question from speech. You have to change the speech from direct to indirect or vice versa. You have to first check which speech is given, then you have to change it accordingly. There are no inverted commas given, so definitely it is an indirect speech. Now our task is to find the direct speech for the same. Okay, Ram said to Sham. Said is said only. Ram said to Sham. Okay, okay, and okay. This can be eliminated. Okay, because said to in direct speech or in indirect speech remains the same. Okay, said to is said to only. Ram said to Sham. Now see, we changes to they. We is given in option A, option B, and option D. Okay, no worries. And will in direct speech changes to would in indirect speech. So this option can be eliminated because will should be there in direct speech. You see, will should be there in direct speech. We will go to town later. They will go, sorry, we will go to town now. So now is not changed to later in indirect speech. In fact, it changes to then. Okay, so we will not go with this option. We will go with option A. Ram said to Sham, we will go to town later. Okay, this is the right direct speech. Again, a question from speech. It is excellent, Nagesh said. Now this time it is direct speech. It is written in inverted commas. So let's try to find its indirect speech. Nagesh said that. Okay, we have to write that. Nagesh said that. Okay, now simple present tense changes to simple past tense in indirect speech. So it will be, it was excellent. It was excellent. It should be option B. Okay, not says, not says, not is. Tense should be changed whenever said. Okay, whenever reporting verb is in past tense, you have to change the tense. So simple present changes to simple past. Is changes to was. So right pick is option B. Okay, interesting question is here. Select the option that forms the second pair similar in manner to the given pair. So doctor is to scalpel. What is to chisel? Doctor uses scalpel. Okay, scalpel is a small sharp knife. It is a small sharp knife that doctors use for operation purpose. Okay, used for operation. Medical operations basically. Okay, that is scalpel. Now, you have to find such a person who uses chisel. Chisel is what? It's a tool having a sharp, flat edge. Okay, which basically is used to shape, to give shape. Basically shaping wood, shaping stone, shaping any other metal, that is chisel. Okay, a tool having a sharp, flat edge that is used to shape metal, stones, wood, all of that. So, does a plumber use that? No. Gardener? No. Engineer? No. Sculptor. Sculptor is a person who makes sculptures. So, this is the right pick. Sculptor is the person who uses chisel. Option D. Okay, in the next question, this is very, very important. This is from conditional. You have to select the correct option. And you have to pick that option which is a zero conditional. Now, firstly, you should know, before answering this question, again, you should know what is the right condition for zero conditional. And that is, if clause has V1 in it, that is simple present tense. Another clause also has V1 in it, that is simple present tense in both the clauses. Simple present is given, but simple past is given. Sorry, simple future is given. So, incorrect. Had taken, past perfect. Would not have. Okay, if I talk about this structure, past perfect here and would have plus V3 here, this is our third conditional. Okay, if I talk about this one, this was first conditional. Simple present here and simple future here. This is first conditional. If I won the lottery, if I won, simple past and would plus V1. This is the condition for second conditional. So the zero conditional here is option A, in which there is simple present tense in both the clauses. If it rains, V1, I don't, V1. So this is our zero condition. Okay, if it rains, I don't go to school. Option A. Okay, now you have to pick that word which can replace the given sentence. And the sentence is a person who is between 80 and 89 years old. What do you call such a person who is between this age group? So, such a person is called octogenarian. Okay, 80 and 89, between this age group, octogenarian. If I talk about nonagenarian, a person who is between 90 and 99 years old, okay, is called nonagenarian. If I talk about nocturnal, nocturnal is a different word. Nocturnal is something active at night. Okay, we basically use it for animals which are active at night, or something happening at night basically is nocturnal. Example can be owls. Owls are active at night, right? So owls are nocturnal creatures. Veteran. Veteran is a person who has a lot of experience in a particular area or in a particular activity. So that is veteran. A person who has a lot of experience. A person who has a lot of experience in a particular area or activity. Such a person is known as veteran. So correctly, like clearly, option C is the right one. Okay, in the next question, you have to pick such an option in which all those parts are given which have error in them. Why did you not throw the bag away in the corner? And full stop. So let's see. QRS, QR, only Q and S, or none, like all the options are correct. So see, why did? No error in this. You note, like here is an error. NOT not should be replaced with NOT note. Okay, did not. Why did you not? Again, incorrect. After did, you have to use first form of the verb. So it should be did plus V1, and V1 is throw, not threw. Threw is past form. Away in the corner. If you look at this phrase, this is absolutely correct. But there is an error of punctuation. Full stop. This is a question, you see, starting with why. So full stop should be replaced with a question mark. Okay, so that's why. Error is in Q, R, and S. In all these options, in all these, you can say parts, there is an error. So definitely option A is the right one. Okay, now we have some questions from interactive English. Very interesting. First one, or the 46th one in number. Select correct options to answer or fill in the blanks, making the dialogues meaningful and ideal. These are simple conversations. You have to pick the right one. Caller is asking, hello, may I speak to Mr. Roy, please? What will receiver say? Who are you? No, very rude. You can tell me that? Doesn't make any sense. How did you get this number? Nobody says this. This is very rude. What can a receiver say in a very polite way? May I know who is speaking? Okay, so usually when someone calls and says like this, may I speak to Mr. Roy, please, or this person, please. So the receiver should say, may I know who is speaking? So definitely option D is the right one. Next one, very interesting. Which of the following is not an exclamation? You see, so in this case, 4 options are given and you have to pick that particular option which is not an exclamation. Never, there, now, or why. If I talk about never, never can be an exclamation. Never is an adverb also. It can be an exclamation also. Whenever you are very surprised, like you are saying that you can't believe this thing, okay, in that case you say never. For example, I got the job, never. Okay, means you are showing that strong emotion of surprise that you can't believe this thing. So never is an exclamation. It can be an exclamation. There can be an adverb. Okay, it is no doubt an adverb, and it can be exclamation also. How? Let's see. Whenever you are very satisfied. Why? Because the thing you said turned out to be true. Okay, in that case, you say there. For example, there. It didn't hurt too much. Did it? Means, I told this to you that it will not hurt. And see, it did not hurt you, right? So, there. It is also an exclamation. Now. Now can also act as exclamation. Okay, it is an adverb. It is a conjunction also. Okay. Sorry, now can never act as exclamation. Okay, this is why. Okay, if I talk about this, my bad. I was talking about why actually. Okay, if I talk about why is an adverb. Okay, why is an interrogative adverb. You use it to ask questions. Why are you late today? Like that. Why can show you exclamation also. Okay, it's not only used to ask question, it can be an exclamation also. For example, why Jane? It's you. Okay, like that. Means it also shows some kind of exclamation. But now is such an option which can never be used to show an exclamation. So definitely this is the right pick. Now can be an adverb or a conjunction. Okay, but not an exclamation. Okay, next question. Blank, you leave so soon. Stay a little longer. Yes, I have to. I ought to catch that last bus. Okay. In this case, the right modal verb will be need. Okay. Whenever we want to say something that we desire. Okay. When we desire that something should not happen. Okay. In that case, we use need. You wanted this person to stay a little longer. That's why you are saying need you leave so soon. That's why the right answer is option D. Could is used to show past ability, or it can be used to make a polite request. Okay, but not in this case for sure. Would can be used to make a wish. Okay, or it can be used to show past habit. It can be used to talk about past in the future. Okay, future in the past, sorry. Okay, so in this case doesn't make any sense. Ought is not a modal verb. Ought to is the right modal verb. So definitely need is the right answer. Okay, may I borrow your dictionary for a while? Ajit is asking this thing. So Isha will reply, yes, you may. If a permission is being asked with may, you have to answer with may. If a permission is being asked using can, you have to answer in can. So in this time, this time it should be may. Yes, you may. I don't like people whiling away. Whiling away means spend time doing something pleasant. Okay, so it is very rude. I don't like people whiling away with my dictionary, right? It is incomplete. I took out some words from it now. Again, doesn't make any sense. You have to give permission, so you will say yes, you may. Okay, then the last and the final question. Which option tells the correct type of this board? On a particular board, this thing is written. Power switches. Keep away. Keep away means don't come near this thing, or go away, or stay away from this particular thing or people. Keep away. So power switches, keep away. Which type of board is this? Is it a suggestion? No. Is it an announcement? No. It's an order? No. It is basically a warning, a caution. So it is definitely a cautionary notice in which you are warning someone, okay, in which you are warning people that keep away from this switch because power switches, means power fluctuates and you can experience the current, okay. So that's why it's a cautionary notice. Answer is option B. So that's it for today. We are done with all the questions from this particular paper. We'll meet you very soon in the next session with another set of questions. Till then, bye-bye, take care, keep learning, keep sharing.